Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of CGL's New Jersey Collectibles. For this episode, I'm actually going to go back in time. If you guys can recall the live stream I did from Jersey Coin, that's a coin/collectibles store in Hazlet, New Jersey. And the owner of the front of the store, Mark, has an amazing comic book collection. And it includes toys, sports cards, comic books, vintage, new, CGC books, raw books, all sorts of amazing stuff, even some stuff from the Golden Age. So he has a really extensive collection that he has at his store. And yeah, I was down at his store for a live stream, and we had like a whole bunch of things going on at the same time. First, we were checking out some wall books. We were checking out some new books that he just purchased from a collection. Then a guy walked in with the collection of books, and unfortunately, the video, time was running out. We were definitely there longer than expected because we were not expecting somebody to walk in with the collection. But in the meantime, while he was going through that, I went through some of his comic books and pulled out a couple comics. A nice little small pile, but I think of good quality stuff. So that's what I'm going to show you guys in this video. I'll also show you the footage from the time I was there. And if you haven't checked out the live stream, you can go check it out. I actually have it saved on my videos. It's only a couple weeks back. Maybe it's about a month ago. So you guys can go check it out if you haven't seen it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I think I got some really good books at a really solid price. And yeah, can't wait to go back for the next time. Alright guys, so we're digging through some boxes here at Jersey Coin. Mark, just keep in mind that Mark always puts out fresh new dollar boxes every Thursday. So this is on a Thursday, and I am the first person to go through some of the dollar boxes. I don't believe all these comics in here I don't believe this right now is a dollar box. Otherwise, I'd be pulling out a lot more books. But yeah, so Jersey Coin, they replenish their dollar boxes regularly every Thursday. So go check them out on a Thursday if you want to try to find the newest and latest stuff. And yeah, so and Mark also let me know that a lot of the things that are in here that have been in here for a while, he did slash some prices on there. So I'm going to try my best kind of to show off some of these prices, but obviously, the camera doesn't capture everything. But, and yeah, I'm not really looking for anything in particular. Right now I'm pulling out this Fantastic Four book. It's an early one. It's number 42. Mark's got it at $30, so I'm just going to pull it out, bring it to the side, and I'm just looking for anything that kind of catches my eye, anything that I think, anything that maybe he slashed prices on. I'm just kind of keeping my eye out for anything right now.
Especially considering that these ones, I mean, like I said, if I get these the Silver Surfer run, I mean, it's such a cool run. I actually have Silver Surfer number 1 and not 4. I mean, I have, yeah, no, it was, first one was I didn't have any more. But I had 2 first things, which now they're like $30. You go to this competition? It's not for me. The last Comic Con that I went to, I ended up, I tried to sell books when I went up there. Everybody wanted to pay like a quarter of what they were selling for.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah. And then they wanted double what it was selling for.
And in case some of you guys might have missed it, I was here earlier in the day doing a live stream with Mark, and you guys can actually watch that live stream, even though I did that, it was several weeks ago. But you can actually go back on some of my previous videos and find that live stream. So after we were done doing the live stream, we did some unboxings. We checked out some of Mark's wall books. Guys, viewers asked us a lot of questions. It was a lot of fun to do. And this is kind of afterwards. Right now, Mark is talking with one of his friends who's he's kind of a comic book grading expert, I guess is what he was called in to do. And because somebody brought in a really nice collection of stuff. But you guys can see all this on the live stream. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch it. It was a lot of fun to do. And we tried our best not to make it too, I want to say, like, boring, because it wasn't boring at all. But we just kept constantly flowing some action in and some answering questions and showing off new books and pulling stuff out. So it was a lot of fun to do. But yeah, you guys can go back and actually check that video out. It was one of my previous videos that I put out. But yeah, right now going through these boxes, I'm not seeing a lot. Obviously, I pulled out 2 pretty good quality books here, I think. But not seeing anything that's really spectacular. I haven't gotten into the new mix of dollar comics. I think a lot of the books that I'm seeing right now might have been books that I've seen for a while. I have seen some that have kind of slashes over the prices. So these couple of boxes here just might have been stuff that I've been digging through for the past couple times I've been here.
I pretty much feel like if it sells like gold, I pretty much feel like around like 33, yeah, it's a little around there. But you got to understand, like, I mean, when you're selling it too.
I wouldn't want to buy them either, because I think you get cheated or something, you know what I mean? You get like seeing them. Maybe not, I mean, I know, like I guess it's collaborating where
Yeah.
they don't want to screw themselves up, because they won't get their own way.
People get screwed on eBay all the time.
There's 100 bucks. Just about. Probably. I think
Is that including like the actual books?
Oh no. Oh no, not those.
No, I was gonna say, you
those are
better not
just
be,
advising.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like 1
I mean, in really nice shape, but it's just what's a Silver Surfer number 7 selling for in really nice shape.
That I don't know. I could tell you I had a Silver Surfer. He has the one in there. I'm not sure what number it is. I ended up buying it for $15. I sold it for $30. So it was like, it's kind of where it was. It wasn't a key issue or anything.
Already slapped. I just paid $30 for that off of eBay. It's like for real. I mean, that's where the comic market is right now. It's like, if it's not a first appearance,
Yeah.
it's not where it should be. Like 2 years ago, that book would have been like a few $100 versus like, I mean, now it's not where it should be. These Wolverines are really, really nice, but it's like, you want to sit on them for the time being. Because with Wolverine, it's going to be in Deadpool 3. It's going to be a big fall. But versus like, right now, it's just not where it should be. Namor is where it should be right now, though. I mean, Namor. I just don't think it's worth getting a trade over that. But you're going to literally be sitting on it.
What's the yeah? It's about 153.
But it's not worth the
Well, yeah. You already know what's going to happen. I didn't realize that was that long.
That's
why
where
I
the
was trying to get
real
someone on the
problem is. I mean, cards are even worse. Cards are literally even worse. Like, the cards are, at this point,
I don't know, cards would be much.
no, cards at this point, it's taking like 2 years to get them back. I'm gonna switch back.
I'll pay.
I mean, it's just the Wolverines aren't actually in bags. So it's like, and these things are just staining them.
They're staying back, man.
Yeah. No, you're actually staining the comic itself.
Thanks, man. This was yours, don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, as I'm going through these boxes, let me know if there's anything in here that you would have pulled out or that you saw that is probably worth the buy. Obviously, I'm not an expert on all things comic books. I kind of know what I know, and it's a very little bit of quantity as to what's out there. So let me know, guys, if you guys think that some of these books are maybe worth it. Right now, I believe that this is a $5 box. Not sure if I pull anything out of here, but there are a lot of nice titles, obviously. There's a lot of Spider-Man stuff in here. All good stuff. But, you know, let me know if you see something in here that you like. Maybe we can even pull it aside for you, and maybe you and Mark can work out a deal when you guys stop by. Because I heard, word on the street is there's a lot of people watching these videos that are actually going to Mark's shop and going to other places that are on these videos. So I really appreciate you guys that watch this. You go out, you go try and find your own thing, and you do your own business, and just help out everybody in the community. It's really awesome.
Yeah, that's fine.
So they're trying to do that
Trying to find the right size. Book and everybody always keeps me on that equipment and everything. I'm sure that I'm going to get murdered on this thing right now for the way that I put that guy work together, but you know what? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure people are tuned in. Like, Chris, how many people? No, he's the guy that I was actually going to have you come in tomorrow to see. I'm telling him it's not worth his grade something like this right now because the movie's coming out, and by the time he gets it back, the movie's going to be out and it's probably going to plummet. It's like it's scary.
It's like from what I understand, it's like a 6 to 9 month wait getting stuff back.
Yeah, that's what.
And that's not
Right.
Right,
Yeah, that's it.
and that is Comic-Con.
But the other thing is, not to criticize, but you see the water damage, just color damage in there.
It will be the same thing.
But it's like, beautiful. I think that this is so better raw, because then you give the options to the guy if he wants to trade it. But you know my customers, they pay top dollar for that raw stuff. He was actually a buyer on some of the Amazing Spider-Man collection. Remember that collection that I got in last year? It was unreal. But this is where I don't know whether or not that one might be.
Well, it's very nice.
What do you think that would not get?
There you go, the whole thing over there. I'm not seeing it, see if one is fine. Do you mind if I take it out?
And it is just a bag, not even on the board. It was like,
I'm just criticizing the way CGC
no,
would do.
this is what I told him. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, like you look at it, it looks beautiful. Yeah, and then when you look at it like this and like that, that's exactly what CGC does.
Oh, they put it in a scanner now too.
Yeah, they got the black
Like
light.
this right here with the spine roll. That's one thing that would murder this book, is the fact that it has the spine roll. And once these square bound books spine roll, it's almost impossible to get them to how they look before they have the spine roll. I had a giant size XMen one. It's not fine.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I mean, this literally is an extortion fee they want to do. Well, I was telling him about my friend with the Jordan rookie card. They said, give us $2,000 or you're not getting back a card.
Oh, really?
They literally extorted him to the point where he had to pay them $2,000. He got a lawyer and everything involved. And apparently it's in the dotted line when you sign. And this is the best. Look at how much they claim they're charging.
Well, that's what I was going by.
What?
They're claiming they're charging $40.
Right.
Or $24. But that's before insurance, that's before shipping, and they make up their own payment for shipping too. That's the other shit part. It's not what the post office charges you.
That's what I would think it was the post office was trying when I sent it.
No, you have to actually pay them. And they send you a label, right?
Oh, I never used, I always use my own label.
Yeah. I don't know, I know that, like, I usually try and not send stuff out. I mean, my customers usually like them when they're not sent out. Like, they make the ultimate decision on it. Because a lot of people get it pressed and cleaned by certain people. So, like, certain people are like, oh, they do a worse job pressing and cleaning.
This is a nice copy. I mean, you got some things wrong with it.
I showed them mine that's been pressed and cleaned. And you can see, like, where his would come out, like, with Amazing Spider-Man, it would come out, like, a lot brighter and nicer. But
to do all that for one.
Yeah,
that book's not really expensive.
If you just wanna sell them, it doesn't pay unless you're getting graded, go to auction, wait a year.
Yeah, the whole.
And who knows what's gonna happen in a year's time, the stock market.
Yeah,
it's
the
doing. You know,
With the
you
movies
expect
doing what they're doing.
the collectible issue, you got the big piece up there, you got some findings with breaks in it, you got the corner. You got another front over here.
What is that? 6 or 7?
Grade wise? No, we feel like a 4.
Oh,
Yeah. They're so
You see like that?
crucial
It's so
with the
hard to
12
get out.
centers.
Yeah.
And you see how that broke the color?
Yeah, it's not a weed.
I said
it's little stuff like that.
I said the Nammer, I quoted him like, at, what I say, like a 6 or a 5.
Well, yeah, you give, where's one of your grading from? You got a 6 up there?
Here's a 7.5 with that, oh, here's a 6 right here.
No, I see that. I see exactly what you're saying.
Here's a 7. Look how fast. So it's like they're,
You got the top page.
oh, here's,
It's not easy, and then when you try to explain it to people, they think you're trying to take advantage of it.
Right. No, I exactly.
this one's a 7.5 right here, and you can see there's no color break whatsoever. This thing I would think looks going to be like a 9. If you're actually,
Yeah.
you're like 7.5. But also the more expensive the books, the harder they are. Like, versus like, I mean, you bring them a Conquest of Champion from one, and it's gonna be a lot less. Because I'm pretty sure they have to go through 3 people if it's like a 4-figure book. 3 people have to agree on the grade.
Oh, that's what I think.
No, I think they just like twiddling their thumbs.
Well, the thing
What would
is
that
with
be like? Like this one, I thought I would be my best shape comic. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you know. I mean, you probably guys find stuff, but
well,
like-
yeah, it looks very nice. Well, you got a thing up there, right there.
got a little right there.
And so these Disney and Looney Tune books, these are books that Mark actually pulled out as a gift for my dad. It's something that he's done the past couple times that we've been here. He's given my dad like a little gift package, a little mystery pack of older comics, which we love. It's really appreciated, Mark. We really thank you for that. And you guys can check out the wall here. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff here. We're going to pull some books down and just kind of show them off, a lot of the early stuff. But yeah, this store, guys, offers a really nice selection of vintage. It's one of the, I'd probably say it's the best comic book store in the area. That is the kind of central northern New Jersey area that I've been to. As far as vintage is concerned, it just has a great
check it out for
vintage
the video.
selection.
They had the grader.
Batman number 8.
Grader's remarks up here, and it'll tell you what was wrong or right with the time. Now they don't do that. You have to pay an extra $15.
Beautiful.
Oh, I see. I
To get
understand.
that.
To get that at least. They would say it's the inside, now they don't.
Yeah, you
They
put
get
the
it for everything
number in
now.
there.
That is so
You put
cool.
the number in there. And
I love
grader
the,
reads will come up. Yeah.
Pre-hero.
See, that's why, like,
So
sometimes
cool.
people will get a comic like
Check
this
that
that's graded. They'll pay the $15 and see that it wasn't pressed. This, I'm sorry, this stuff gets in it, to see what type of defects are in the comic, and then if the case they get them graded. You know, like brittle pages you can't get rid of.
Right.
So you're never gonna get a.
This one's 1946 Superman.
The problem with the grading, as Mark was saying, put so many like that.
Yeah.
That's what's scary. I mean, this, if it was not Yellow Pages, I'd say because they just
What I give it the comments for that one.
Hugh Jackman just
I think.
Yeah, if you could just add me up here. So take that one. That was yours. I'm just wondering if we could do 50 for everything. So these are $50 here, and then these are all dollar books, and then the cards. Just wondering what you could do on that.
And then you
Like
have
this.
these. Right. And collectors.
Want the barcode?
Yeah, well, it depends when it came out, because originally they all had barcodes. Then we started doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
$50.
Yeah. To the comic book stores.
Good.
So the
Good deal.
comic book stores had fewer.
That the Lethal Protector 9.8, and then those comic book pops, they really are cool. Definitely Halloweened it out though.
Absolutely. Back it up a little bit.
Then you got the giant Baby Yoda.
That's cool. I was
I know,
surprised how
they-
big it is.
I know, they actually made it life size. I did have Jack Skellington that sold instantly, that giant one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, just off of this whole, like, your videos and everything, a lot of people are coming in here.
That's great.
Yeah, so
That's
I
great.
appreciate it, man.
No problem. Hey,
Hey, Chris.
till next time.
Yep.
See you,
good.
man. Thank you.
All right, guys, so let's go over what was purchased. You could see most of it in the video, but yeah, I'll start off by showing off. To me, one of my favorite things I bought were these little trading cards, and I don't really collect trading cards that much, but I do. It's all about subject matter for me, so I'm a big fan of the Rhino, but I'm also, as you guys know, a big Juggernaut fan, and yeah, that would be a cool matchup right there, Juggernaut versus Superman. I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's two other Juggernaut cards. I really do like this one, but they're all pretty cool. So I was glad to have found those. I was just kind of standing there just as Mark was talking, and just started flipping through, and I was like, oh god, I gotta buy these now. Let me know, guys, if this was ever in a comic book, Superman versus Juggernaut. I don't know of that. I mean, obviously this is just a trading card. I don't know if it holds any significant meaning, as in, was this in a book or something like that? But let me know if that battle ever occurred on ink and paper, and I would like to read it. But let's get into the comic books now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, small little stack, but I think I got some really good quality stuff. I'll just start by showing off the books that Mark handed me for free, and these are obviously gifts for my dad. You know, you guys know I'm not a big Disney collector personally, but my dad is. He actually loves these kind of books, and so Mark handed me 5 vintage Dell Disney books. Well, I should say 3 Disney books and 2 Looney Tunes books. So that was super generous of Mark. We always thank you, Mark. Thank you again. Always appreciate that. And as you guys can see, those are oldies but goodies. So that was super cool. And now I'll just get into my little stack that I bought. There wasn't really a rhyme or reason to what I was buying. I know some of you guys always are wondering if I'm targeting anything specific. At current time, no, I'm not. I was for a little bit. I was targeting Fantastic Four and X-Men books. This was going back, a couple months ago, because I thought that they were a little cheaper. But it seems like the markets have kind of caught up. I mean, there's been recent news that Fantastic Four and X-Men are all going to have their role in the MCU, so prices have adjusted. So you can't find really those great deals on those books anymore for the most part. But yeah, I'm still looking for anything that I think is a good deal. I did buy this book. It does have this big tear in it, but it is a $1 comic, and it is a 15-cent Batman with Batgirl on the cover, so I like that. Same with this. It was only $1. It's really rough. I mean, I'll give you guys it looks like it got run over by a truck several times, and then doused on fire and splashed in some muddy water. But that's okay. It was only $1, so I think it's worth it. Another Avengers book. That one a little more popular with Scarlet Witch and Vision on the cover. This one, I don't know if there's anything seriously wrong with it, but I thought that a 12-cent Lois Lane was pretty good. And you guys know from watching my previous videos, if not, please go and check them out. My dad's more the DC guy, and so if I find dollar DC books like this, like the Batman and the Lois Lane and or a Superman or a Flash book for $1, and I know that they're 12 or 15 centers, I'll buy them, but it's not really my area of expertise. I really don't know DC keys as well as I know Marvel keys from the same era. So, yeah, but when I see them for $1, I'm not going to pass up on them. If I see them, you know, for 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks or more, I'm kind of a little bit more hesitant because I don't really know that much about them. And this one for $1, there's I believe that's Jack Kirby art. It might not be. Somebody tell me if Captain America and Falcon 182 is Jack Kirby art. It might be, but the face doesn't look Jack Kirby like. Was able to find a 12-cent Boris Karloff in really nice condition in his dollar bin. Also another book in pretty good shape, Hulk 223. I really love that cover. I mean, that's a great Hulk cover. It's a book I'm not too familiar with, so I don't see this book too often, so I'm sure it's not very valuable. But for $1, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Also came away with a Thor 304, and this is obviously featuring the Wrecking Crew. I'm trying to think, was Wrecking Crew ever mentioned in any of the Marvel movies? I feel like they were. I feel like they were in the newest Thor that I did not see, so I don't really know. But again, another $1 book. We got The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, number 59. That's a pretty cool one. And then I went ahead and popped on these guys. Hulk, Submariner and Hulk, number 89. To me, okay, so not that I look for these books, but people ask me all the time, you know, is there any good deals? And I'm not saying that these are really going to appreciate in value, but anytime I see these Submariner Hulk books, I'm always surprised at, you know, how inexpensive they are. And it's all about significance with these comic books. And unfortunately, there's not too much significance in these Submariner Hulk comics. You know, it just, they just don't hold a ton of significance. And so the fact that these books don't really hold a ton of significance, I usually, as much as I love to look at them, I usually don't buy them. But this one had a couple things going for it. One, it's a really nice Hulk cover. You know, some of them are more Submariner themed, and I just prefer Hulk because I'm a Hulk fan, as you can tell by my profile picture. But so it's a Hulk book. It is featuring the Stranger, and he's on the cover, so that's pretty cool. And it's also in really nice condition. I mean, the book, for being that it's from the 60s, it's really in good condition. With only this kind of top corner wear is the only major defect on the front of the book. So, yeah. So when we averaged it all out in price, I believe I asked Mark, I paid Mark $50 for all these books. I was happy paying that for that book. He had that marked at 20. He had this book marked at 30. Again, this was my big book that I purchased, but Fantastic Four. Did I go into the day thinking I was gonna spend money on Fantastic Four books? No, I didn't. But 42, it's pretty early. This does predate Galactus, so that's kind of cool. No major issues. There is this a fold. There is a nice fold right up there, and there is a little not that it's missing, but it is bent, so I got to actually bend that back into place. But he had this marked at $30, so I think that's pretty fair. That honestly, if you bring this book to a show in this condition, I don't think you're going to see them for $30. I think you're going to see them for more than that. But I try not to gauge off of show prices, so I think $30 for this is kind of where it's at. And like I said, when you consider that we bought all these books for $50, I think I got this kind of closer to around $25, and that's a good deal. It's early Fantastic Four, obviously, and that's a good deal. It's in decent condition as well. So that was my trip to Jersey Coin. If you guys want to see the whole thing, you got to check out the live stream, which, like I said, it's a couple videos down. It's a couple weeks or about a month ago. But go check out the whole video. Unfortunately, the whole story behind the video is not captured. We don't actually know what happened, but I can tell you Mark did end up buying that guy's collection. I can't tell you what he ended up paying for it, unfortunately. I didn't stick around for that, but he did text me afterwards saying that he did end up buying it. So that's super, super cool. It was fun to be a part of that and just kind of see the whole thing go down. And it was fun just to see some guy bring in his vintage comic book collection. It was like, ooh, like, you know, who knows what could be in here. And he actually had some pretty decent Bronze Age stuff and those early Silver Age Marvel books. He had Spider-Man and Submariner 1, and he had some cool books, so that was really fun to see. But yeah, can't wait for my next trip down. Mark, thank you again for having me this time. Dad wasn't there, but thank you so much for having me, and yeah, we'll do it again sometime in the future. All right, guys, see ya.